everyone, hope you're all well. Today I thought we could have a little chat about foundation, as I'm not sure that's something I've really covered on this channel before. Get it? Covered? Yep. A bit of background on my skin. I am mixed race. My mum is English, Italian and Scottish, and my dad is from a Caribbean island called Dominica, so I am mixed with white and black Afro-Caribbean. My skin is more neutral toned than it is warm or cool. That being said, I used to pick out a MAC NC40 for my foundations, but I haven't worn a MAC foundation in years, so I couldn't tell you what I'd be these days, but that's sort of like a colour reference for you. So I've got hair in my mouth. Oh, that's disgusting. So I'd say my skin is more neutral than it is cool or warm. That being said, I did used to match up to a MAC NC40, so it really does depend on the brand for me. I thought this video might be helpful for those of you who are also mixed race or have olive toned skin and aren't really sure where to start when you're looking for a foundation, or those of you who are just looking for a new foundation and wanted to know the brands that also do sort of a decent range of colours, because they are that little bit harder to find. So I thought I would shine some light on the topic, give my 2 cents and then send you off on your enlightened foundation path. Okay, to start with, I've got a high-end foundation which I would probably say is my best colour match, and that is the YSL Youth Liberator foundation, and I wear the shade B60. What I love about this range of foundations, firstly, is that they've got so many shades at the darker end of the spectrum, which is much appreciated by our slightly darker skinned ladies, I'm sure. And also, can we just take a minute for this bottle, because it's just like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's always proudly displayed on my dressing table. I'd say the coverage for this foundation is sort of medium, and you can build it up to full, which I personally love. The colour is best for me in sort of spring and autumn, where I've got like less of a tan but I'm not completely washed out because of the crap weather, and I really like it. I do find that it's got like a nice satin dewy finish, and I always use a Real Techniques buffing brush to apply, for any of you who are wondering. I thought I'd give this one a quick mention too. It's also by YSL, but if you're looking for a slightly lighter coverage, the Teint to Choclat foundation is fantastic. I'm pretty much out of this now, and I also wear this in B60, but I absolutely love it. It's slightly more lightweight, and it gives you just a really nice dewy finish, and I just think it's fantastic. I set this with my MAC Prep and Prime finishing powder, and it's just like the perfect base in summer. I absolutely love it. So a little recommendation there if you're up for a sort of more light to medium coverage. Sticking with the high end, I have just been using this recently, but I'm already really enjoying it. It is the Mascara Skin Base Foundation. I'd heard fantastic things about this already, and I really like the little bottle because it's sort of squeezy and it's not glass, which makes it great for transporting and stuff like that. This is actually a little bit dark for me. This is the shade SB14, and this is definitely one for summer months for me, but what I will say is Mascara have so many shades that if you are sort of darker skinned, it's fantastic because you could choose anything. Yeah, as I said, I didn't get matched up for this, so it's slightly dark for me, but I really like it, and I love the coverage, and I find that as long as I sort of blend it down my neck and, you know, match up my neck to my face, I can wear it no problem. This is the Bare Minerals Matte Foundation, and I would really like to give this a shout out. I wear this in Golden Tan and I love this. It's great if you're sort of looking for a mattifying foundation that's not too heavy and you don't feel like you're sort of caked in makeup. This is also great for like you oily skinned girls, I'm sure. Like I personally have sort of dry, normal combination skin, but this I can tell would be fantastic if you had slightly oilier skin. What I do find is this slightly clings to my drier patches, which is why I say it would be better if you're slightly oily, but I'm really liking this so far, especially during the summer where it's a bit hot. And I travel on the tube every day, and this sort of stays put, which I really appreciate. So definitely worth trying, especially if you've got slightly oilier skin. Okay, finally for high end, a slightly more lightweight option, which I personally love when I'm on holiday, is the Clinique Moisture Surge Tinted Moisturiser. It also has an SPF of 15, which is just fab if you're sort of like away. I wear the shade 4, which is perfect for me when I've got a bit of a tan, and I wear the shade 3 when I'm sort of a little bit lighter skinned. This is amazing. It gives a really good coverage for a tinted moisturiser and just really evens out your skin tone, so it's great for sort of like a lazy makeup day. I would say always apply this with your fingers rather than with a brush, because with a brush I find that it's just patchy. I have no idea why. I can't get it right with a brush. It always seems to like be patchy here on application, so I definitely say use your fingers, but aside from that, absolutely love this. I think it's brilliant and has such a good range of colours too. Clinique is really good if you're sort of slightly darker skinned, so yeah, definite must buy if you want something a bit lighter. Now I've got a couple of high street options which are quite rare in my collection. I find it really hard to match up to high street foundations, but I wanted to give a huge shout out to the L'Oreal True Match foundation, which I think is fantastic. It's almost a complete dupe to the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation, which I also love, and I wear this in the shade N6, which is also called Honey. It's got SPF 17, which is really good for summer, and I find that this is sort of a great medium, like middle of the road foundation. It's buildable, it's sort of not matte but not too dewy either. It's a good happy medium, and I find that I'll use this on days where kind of I don't really know what else to wear on my face, so I'm really fond of this. That being said, it does oxidize, so if you do find that your skin kind of has the habit of going slightly orangey when you put foundation on and it's been on for a while, maybe go a shade down on this one. I'm kind of thinking I maybe should have done that, because I'll wear this for about half an hour and then I'll start to realise that it's starting to look slightly orangey, which I think is often in the nature of drugstore foundations. But yeah, really like the consistency of this, so if you can find your perfect match, this is the one for you. Okay, and finally is a brand that I'd only just heard of. I didn't receive this until recently, but I'm really enjoying using it already. It is by a brand called EX1 and the foundation is called Invisiwear. And I wear the shade F400. It says it's a true colour pigment, evens out skin tone and corrects imperfections. Now, I'd say those are probably my top problems. I tan really very quickly here despite SPF, just natural tan in the summertime. Here down the middle of my nose where I get a bit freckly as well, but then on the rest of my face I'm pretty fair and I don't really change colour that much, so I find that I do really need to even out my skin tone and get rid of sort of like hyperpigmentation that I have on my face. So I'm really liking this for that. I'm wearing it right now and I find that it's very lightweight and it lasts all day. I've been out shopping today, it's been hot, it's been about 30 degrees and it's just stayed put, which I absolutely love. And it's also oil free, so if you have got oily skin it's fab for that. But I find it really hydrating and I really love it, and I also love the packaging. This sort of bronze is so pretty. Yeah, definitely go for this if you're looking for a good high street foundation that doesn't go too orange cast on your face, because that is, as I said before, something I really struggle with sort of high street foundation, so big fan of this so far. Okay, I think that's everything for today. As I said before, I am no expert. I just thought I would share the details of my foundation journey with you, and I hope that I've helped some of you. If this is the sort of video you enjoy and you'd like to see again, please do give it a thumbs up and comment and subscribe and all of that jazz. All my social media links are in the down bar below if you want to come say hi on Twitter. And yes, I hope you have a lovely week and you're all well, and I will see you very soon. Bye!